Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Look where we're at. Party City Halloween. And it's not the year 2024, it's the year 2025. Yes, Party City is back. You guys might remember last year, Party City declared bankruptcy and they closed almost all of their stores. Well, they're back in 2025. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. We're going to get into it in this video while I am panning and filming everything that is in Party City, at least in the one that I've been to, just as I was filming this video. So when I go to Google AI and I asked Google what happened with Party City in 2024, Google says Party City isn't entirely gone in 2025. Its assets were acquired after 2024 bankruptcy by New Amscan, which is reimagining the brand with new brick and mortar locations and an e-commerce platform, though with fewer stores overall. Additionally, some independently owned franchisee stores continued to operate, as did the brand in international markets like Canada and Puerto Rico. Dollar Tree also acquired these leases of many former Party City stores, repurposing the spaces for its own new locations. Now, I can tell you guys, the Party City that I'm at is not something that was acquired by Dollar Tree. It's also not one owned by New Amscan, at least as far as I know, because I've seen this Party City. I've been to it last year as well. This one should be one of those franchisee stores that is independently owned. And so I was really surprised to see all of these items here. Very interesting. Check out this clown, by the way. Terrifying. I do think I've seen him last year. Now I do push the button here and then it starts shaking and screaming.
If you think I'm funny, you just look in the mirror.
Yeah, so you can imagine this is the situation with all of the double entendres. By the way, this video is intended for adults, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged, just my opinion. Also, by the way, I'm not sponsored by Party City or any of the affiliates. I've just went there on my own. And I did find something that I did purchase ultimately here as well. Checking out the ghosts, those are kind of polyfoam material or styrofoam. The skull heads are plastic with a bit of kind of cotton or linen gauze hanging off of them. They don't have the back of the outfits, if you know what I mean. Like they just kind of glued those black canvases onto the arms, and then when they open them up, they're kind of hanging, but that black cloth is just one-sided. It's not double-sided. And then the red gauze as well. Spider webs are $1.99. I'm not so sure if they're more expensive this year than they were last year. I did get my spider webs at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 last year. So obviously 2 years ago, I got them at the 99-cent store for $1. So they've progressively gone up in price. Now they're $2 here. I do believe they're around about $2 also at Dollar Tree. $3.99 for those fingers, $3.99 for the ears. They're all kind of they're not silicone, they're plasticky, rubbery material. These eyeballs do open up, and I show it there. It's kind of a harder plastic. You can put little trinkets inside, or little, I don't know, tricks or treats, I guess. Haikus, maybe? Anybody? Could you imagine a kid trick or treating and you give them these plastic eyeballs and they think there's going to be something sweet inside and they open it and instead they find like a poem? I mean, that's for the tricks, not for the treats part. But why not? And then you have all of the famous or infamous Party City kind of helium blow up items, whether it be balloons or these standees or whatever they are, that you could keep in your yard. Although I do believe that with temperature shifts and changes, they might deflate in the evening when it gets colder. Oh my gosh, those four little tiny Mikeys are behind the cash register. They had four. And I asked them, why are they hiding there? Like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm afraid they're going to get stolen. And they were $50 each. They're super tiny, poorly made, with kind of the knife like it breathes when you turn it on, and the hand kind of goes up and down, and the lights and the eyes light up. I was like, no. These skeletons, interestingly enough, are a different brand from the classic skeletons that Party City sells. They have both versions. Both versions are $49.99 or like $50. And these particular ones have like fully bendable arms and shoulders. They could do yoga poses. Then these little bouncy balls, Squishmallow style bouncy balls in many different variations, including Halloween, because 'tis the season. We have a jack-o'-lantern, an orange skeleton, a little spider. Then there's a purple bat we're going to see in just a second if I can find it. Oh, there it's coming up. I thought that was like something Halloween. No, it's just a husky, I guess. There it is. Purple black bat. No, actually, it's not black. That's a dark purple and light purple. And then, was there another creature? No. Then we're in the department for costumes. Now, this is a section you have all year round because for carnival or parties, whatever events, Party City does have these costumes, but then they also have a Halloween section. And they kind of mix together this time of year when you do get to see those costumes that you could purchase all year round together with more specific costumes for Halloween. So what we're seeing right now, the pirate, the Renaissance shirt. By the way, that Renaissance shirt is very Vivian Westwood. It's actually really a cool idea. The execution isn't so nice because I checked it out up close and not the best quality. But if that were really good quality, I would have purchased that Renaissance shirt to just wear during my live streams because I think it's awesome. But the execution wasn't that good. Then you have like the bodybuilder muscles, and then you might think, oh yeah, Freddy Krueger. This is now more Halloween adjacent, but Freddy has become really pop culture lore, so you can, for the most part, find Freddy Krueger outfits, hat or glove all year round, even though obviously it is way more requested and purchased during the Halloween season. Now, on this left side, you have again the bouncy clown, you have more skeletons hanging. These are the yoga skeletons, the ones that kind of bend all around. They have a circular, like globe shaped shoulder and at the hip, the hip bone as well, so that they can kind of turn mm, differently than your regular skeletons that you find for Halloween. Although I do like my classic skeletons that just kind of bend in a simple way. And then more of those hangy skulls. And you can see they shortened the hanging cloth for these, but they can also hang much more. So this is the passage, that endless corridor at Party City. You can dress up your pets. The UPS pal dog outfit, then the dog dressed up as a spider with the colors of a bee. Don't ask me, underneath the tree. Oh, Johnny. U.S. mail carrier pup. And then we got the deadly doll. They can't call it Chucky because I guess they didn't pay royalties. So that's kind of like Labubus have Lafufus. Chucky has Fucky. Oh my God. Wait. No. Chuffy. Chuckfy. Let's call it fake Chucky. Never mind. So where were we? Oh yeah, you can dress your dog, your Chihuahua, as Freddy Krueger. Not bad. Now this is the Halloween specific section with Halloween masks. Most of these masks are from Trick or Treat Studios. Some are not, but you can see a lot of characters from Scream, the Munsters, and so on. And then all of this is a huge section of many different Halloween costumes, and you basically pick classic Party City. You pick the one you want, the number, you go to the lady or the gentleman who's waiting at the dressing section, and then from the back, they bring out that particular costume for you, and then you get to try it out and purchase it. These were the three biggest props they had that day. It's a Freddy Krueger and two clowns. I was looking for price tags for them. They're really, I mean, they're taller than human size, than a grown up adult human. But I couldn't find the price tag on these, and they are motion triggered, or that particular pink one had a button in front of it. You could activate it, but it didn't work anymore because I was filming close to closing time, and they have already deactivated most of the features on most of their electronic items there that evening. Then we have here more of the helium blow up I think these are like kind of aluminum, plasticky foil materials. The ghost, the Mickey Mouse. Was that Mickey Mouse before? Haunted Mansion, Jack o' Lantern, a ton of those skeletons. Well, just skulls with hands hanging from the ceiling. I love filming ceilings in general. Then they did a little cobweb moment there in black with a lot of bats. I'm not so sure if I saw the bats available for purchase individually. Probably I just didn't find where they were hanging. Maybe those are the bats coming up. That could be. Tinsel. Now, for the love of me, I don't know why we're doing this every Halloween. I mean, $3.99 for a tinsel jack-o'-lantern, $4.99 for a tinsel spider web with, I think, white glow-in-the-dark spiders, glitter added to it as well, which, as you know, when they add glitter, glitter falls everywhere. It's all over the place. Then we got little tiny ghosts. Tinsel bats. Okay, so these are different from the bats hanging from the ceiling. Tinsel ghosts are $2.49 each. That's way too expensive. I mean, this is a 50-cent thing, you guys, or $1, and that's already pushing it. $2.49 for these spiders? I mean, no. The price is insane. You guys, look at the eyeballs. The googly eyes, the glue is all over them. You can't really even see them. The jack-o'-lanterns are made with paper. Like there's like cardboard black paper glued onto the tinsel. It's not going to survive a Halloween. I don't think that's worth the money. That's the hallway, the Halloween corridor. I love these overall pan views of just all of those orange, purple, black colors. Always really fun for me to see just visually without necessarily jumping onto it and wanting to purchase everything. Although I gotta say, some of these designs are quite cute. Now, maybe the jack-o'-lantern is a little bit simple with that kind of more aggressive smile, not the positive like this one. This is the happy jack-o'-lantern with the glitter. And then the witch is fabulous. It's giving me late 80s, early 90s vibes. We got Ghostface from Scream, a lot of glitter. Paper banner, they call it, for $2.99. And this one also doesn't have the licensing, hence why they don't call it Scream or Ghostface for that matter. They're just like scary item. And more Happy Halloween banners, little things you can hang on the ceiling or on the wall. Some of them, I mean, you could technically make two holes in it, turn it into a mask. $4.99 for the plastic chains. It's a staple of Halloween. You have it every year. They just get more expensive every year. $2.99 for door appliques. This witch, the Happy Halloween, she was really cool. Foam, okay? $2.99. And I will take her in my hands. And you see, she has kind of that framework done in glitter, which that's what prevented me from buying. I just love this aesthetic. I think they did a really cool job, not just with the witch, you're going to see also other characters. And then she has a skull with a purple spider, terrified of her. This is very 80s, giving, well, 90s, 80s, giving a little bit of Madballs, Garbage Pail Kids. And then the whole item is made of this foam material. You see, it's kind of thick. And I tried to squish it a little bit for you in just a second here. I think it's going to happen any moment now. Yeah, there you go. Just to show you how kind of it's a harder foam. And then she has these added elements of glitter throughout. I would have preferred not having the glitter and just having these nicely saturated colors printed for the witch and for the cauldron. That kind of purpley black cauldron color with the neon green potion, really cool. Now, the ghost of a vampire. How often have we seen a vampire ghost? Because look at it, look at his fangs and his eyes, his blood red shot eyes. So I didn't know that vampires could become ghosts, but apparently they can. I love the idea of a ghost being a vampire. And then we have the skull witch. So this is, I guess, an unalived witch that has come back to haunt us with a skull in her hand. These are really cool designs. Again, minus the glitter. Also, I don't really need that Happy Halloween thing added on top. The jack-o'-lanterns here, $2.99. I mean, the price isn't that bad. It's substantially big, relatively big, and then this kind of three-dimensional thing with a Happy Halloween popping out attached to extra foam. Nice designs. Just do it without the foam, do it without the glitter, and I'm all in. I could have really just, I would have been really happy with just a cardboard printed, nice paper flat thing with saturated colors. You see that foam in between there to create that three-dimensionality? Some people might like this. For me, it's like unnecessary, and the glitter is unnecessary. But Love the jack-o'-lantern. The little purple spider is cute. The vampire ghost is adorable. I wish they just had these characters and these designs and artworks on other items as well. You also had Dia de los Muertos right next door. So $2.99, $2.49, and some were maybe $3. No, between $2.49 and $2.99, I suppose. So this jack o' lantern looks like the headless horseman in a way, but it's a jack o' lantern. Well, actually, it's a scarecrow witch with a witch hat riding a jack o' lantern. I mean, it's insanity. It does give me slight AI vibes because some of these things are very weirdly concocted, but then we don't know because the packaging does not state AI, at least as far as I could see. More glitter trick or treat, jack o' lanterns, and then garlands in, well, I would say the black and white one is more really kind of holiday seasony, Christmassy. The other ones are Halloween, I would say purple, orange, black, a little bit of white. And then party favors for trick or treaters, glow in the dark fangs, stickers, stamps, little googly eyed spiders. Then you got plastic spiders in all different colors. You have like 40 freaky pieces bags filled with, witch fingers for $9.99 though. I gotta say, this to me, this is a, I don't want to be too stingy. $3.99. This is a $3.99 item for me. And the glow in the dark spiders, glow in the dark bats, not $2.49. Those are $1 things. Let's be honest here. These pails, I really wanted to get the Frankenstein because I collect miniature pails. But then, as you're going to see now, I've been inspecting these kind of Frankenstein or the Monster Frankenstein pails, and look at that color. It's peeling off. They just kind of, with a very cheap spray painted the hair on, and they're peeling, each one of them. So, I was like, $1.99. This is, again, 50 cents tops, and still with a peeling color. No, I left them there. I did not get those in the end. Then we have, I think those are like confettis cut out in the shape of spiders, spider webs, jack-o'-lanterns, table covers. This I almost got. I didn't. Because I'm like, what? It's plastic, $4.99. Again, this to me, this is a $2 thing, $1.50, $2 at most. Is it cool? Yes. I do think that the spoons with the skulls on them, the forks, which are like hands and fingers, and the knives, which are also bones. It's a great idea. I think they're super cool. I'm sure in other, elsewhere you could also get probably black and purple. They only had orange there. I didn't get them in the end because I thought like $5. Yeah, you could reuse them, but they break easily, so no, I didn't get them. These plastic platters printed, didn't really like the design on those. The paper plates, party plates, cute, but I've seen cuter. Okay, this is what I got for $1. I got Michael Myers Halloween 2, the cup. I'm not going to drink out of it. It looks super toxic, to be honest with you, like black plastic. So, but the blood splatters are metallic. And I thought, oh, they have a lot of Mikeys in the back. But no, in the back they had Freddy versus Jason, also with a metallic blood splatter, right? So they only had one Michael Myers cup left, and I think only one Demogorgon. Was that it, or was that Stranger Things? I think one Stranger Things and one Mikey. I was like, yeah, for $1. You know what? I'll get it because I have a lot of Halloween trinkets to put inside, which is what I did. Thank you very much. So that was the only purchase I made that day. Also, a bit of FOMO got to me. I was like, oh, it's the last one. I'm not going to come back here again. So let me just get it now, and then I can put my Halloween trinkets in there. I did go to McDonald's after that, and then I took an unsweetened iced tea, and then I put that cup, the plastic cup that I got from McDonald's, inside of the Michael Myers cup, perfectly fit. So it was less cold for me to hold. Oh, this is amazing. So, well, amazing, the idea of it. But, it's a Jack in the Box, but it's a cat, very vintage looking. It's already damaged, looks very 30s. The cat, not the tin box print. That print is very modern, almost looks like a Mickey Mouse print. And I gotta say, it was really hard to put it back in. And I think there's supposed to be a mechanism where you're like turning it and then it pops out on its own. That was not the case here. So at least I managed to close it. Let's hear the creepy melody. I mean, it's not really a melody. There you go. Huh. Yeah. And there you go. I was waiting for it to pop open, but I popped it open myself. That kitten looks cute. $25 though, and it's already damaged because that collar has been pulled and there's a string hanging off of it. 22nd of September, they say. Pop out, Jack in the Box. And just like that, our video comes to an end. Subscribe, thumb it up.